The promo for episode 6 of the 5th season of Yellowstone is finally out, and it has many fans speculating about a looming tragedy. The American neo-western drama television series focuses on the Dutton family as they investigate life on their ranch. In this video, we are focusing on fan speculations of possible tragedy in the forthcoming episode. Keep watching the video to find out key details you must have missed in the last episode of the series. Yellowstone fans work out Major Dutton family death as new promo teases tragic exit. At the beginning of Season 5, Kayce Dutton and his wife Monica faced a strong tragedy, the death of their unborn baby John in a terrible car accident. Since the tragic event, the series has focused on the couple as they try to overcome the grief caused by their untimely loss and keep their family together despite all the challenges and drama. However, the release of episode 6's promo has fans of the Paramount series wondering whether the duo is about to be hit with yet another tragic occurrence. If the fans are right in their speculations, this one could just rip the family apart. What happens in the trailer for episode 6? The trailer for episode 6 opens with Beth Dutton and Rip Wheeler taking a trip to the Montana wilderness. We hear Beth telling Rip, quote, "I could live here and never see any person in my whole life except you." She is contemplating life away from the ranch. Next, the trailer focuses on Summer, still bruised from her fight with Beth. She is with Monica as they stroll across the Dutton graveyard. Quote, "Your family's been here that long?" Summer asks before the trailer cuts to Monica saying, "When I say we give everything to this land, I do mean everything." The next shot of the trailer gets grim as we see an air ambulance flying over the ranch, John in a deep conversation with Kayce, and a bewildered John and Beth making a shocking discovery. Beth is seen taking her hat off at something that's not visible to the audience. In another split second, John is seen hugging and consoling a young man whom we are not so sure of his identity. Many fans are speculating it's Tate, while others think it's someone else. The trailer closes at a very high and suspense-filled point. Rip's voice is heard asking over the top of the current footage, "What happened?" Fan speculations? The Harrowing trailer has left a lot of fans coming up with different speculations. While it's clear something tragic is set to happen in the upcoming episode, it's not clear what it is. Despite all the mystery surrounding the promo, one thing leaves a very big hint. The air ambulance flying over the ranch means that someone's life might be on the line. Some other fans are of the opinion that somebody else is going to die in the episode. While there is no certainty yet regarding the identity of who is going to be axed out by death, some fans are speculating that it could be either Kayce or Monica. The reason for this speculation is that part of the trailer footage shows John consoling Tate. Some fans made comments about the trailer, and some of these comments air different speculations. Here are some comments from fans. At Daniel Davis 7269 thought, "Monica may tragically take her own life," adding, quote, "There were a few signs. Her odd behavior pushes her husband to not quit his job and also pushes for them to go to the ranch and for them to go with John and the crew." While on Reddit, U-DP37405 asked, quote, "In next week's previews, we see a life flight helicopter in one of the scenes. Who do you think will be on the flight going into the mid-season break?" Fellow Redditor U-American Wanderlust agreed, "What if it's Kayce? The only reason I say this is because there is some scene where John is looking all forlorn hugging someone in brown. The hair makes it look like Tate, the jacket makes it look like Kayce." Meanwhile, U-Law-LaCroix-Life argued, "It's definitely plausible that Kayce could die. I'm still personally hung up on this vision quest and him seeing the end of us and seeing that wolf everywhere. And now a bunch of wolves are dead. Even though Kayce didn't kill them, karma's coming for the Duttons from those wolves, IMO." Other guesses abound among fans. The list ranges from Lloyd to John's old pal Emmett Walsh. With so many options and theories involving many characters, one thing is certain: somebody gets to die if there's any truth in all these speculations. John Dutton and his family would have to handle a funeral, and we will see one more grave added to the Duttons' proud graveyard. Whoever you think it is, please let us know in the comment section. We will all find out in due time when we finally get to watch the episode. Key details you might have missed in the latest episode of Yellowstone. While we all await the release of episode 6, let's focus on some key details you might have missed in the last episode of season 5. It's noteworthy to mention that there are spoilers ahead for those who are yet to see the 5th episode. Keep watching the video to notice all the key details, including a reference to 1923. The opening sequence of the episode parallels that of season 5, episode 1. The episode opens in a fashion progression similar to that of Season 5, Episode 1, a flashback to Beth and Rip's teenage years. We see a young Beth in a rather awkward situation as young Rip and the cowboy she hooked up with, Rowdy, saddle up to go into the mountains with John. The scene seems to be more of a dream as we see Beth wake up feeling guilty about her treatment of Rip in the past. We might get to see more of the scenes before we really understand what happened between Beth, Rip, and Rowdy. Tate's request to go fishing with John during the spring branding has more meaning than you might think. Kayce and Tate arrive at the ranch and Tate requests John if they could sneak in some fishing. John responds in the negative. It's clearly known that Tate has found solace in his fishing trips with John. It was on such a trip the duo first bonded in Season 1. In Season 3, John takes Tate on a fishing trip to help him deal with the trauma of his kidnapping. His request to go fishing suggests that Tate isn't dealing well with the demise of his baby brother, and he can only turn to John for solace as his parents are too busy grieving. Even Kayce is found on the porch crying. Monica notices at that moment that she hasn't even asked Kayce how he feels about the loss of their baby. This shows that Tate has not gotten any attention at all, and no one has been able to console Tate during his grief. John is thinking about his ancestors, who viewers are about to meet in the new spin-off series 1923. John tells Rip about the history of the land and how their ancestors came to own the land. Quote, "First Duttons to settle this valley, fighting was all they knew," was John's statement to Rip. This statement is a reference to how the Duttons got a hold of the lands and kept it. This is an allusion to a new show that will be premiering on December 18th titled 1923. The series will feature the first Duttons to settle in the valley and follow their struggle to survive against historic drought, lawlessness and prohibition, and an epidemic of cattle theft. John says of his sons, Lee, Kayce, and Jamie, quote, "I got one child I miss, one child I pity, and one I regret. It's not clear which he pities and which he regrets." During his discussion with Rip, John makes this statement. It is a rather mysterious statement as we are not clear about the identity of the child he pities and the one he regrets. The child he misses is definitely Lee, who dies in Season 1 of the series. For the other two, it's likely any of them could fit into either narrative. John could pity Jamie because he is not his biological child and will always be treated slightly differently from the rest of the family. Kayce, on the other hand, just lost a child, and that brings back memories of losing his mother as a child. That's enough reason for a person to be pitied. However, John did tell Clara elsewhere in the episode that he only has one son and was likely referring to Jamie as the son he regrets having. It's possible John regrets adopting Jamie and wished he never did. Who do you think is the child of pity? Do let us know in the comment section. If you're wondering what John thinks of Beth, he says he envies her. Why would John envy Beth? Let us know what you think in the comment section. What do you think of the details from the last episode? Do you think the fan? Speculations might be true. Who do you think will be the one on the air ambulance? Do let us know your opinions in the comment section. And while you're at it, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content like this if you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.